Motives, menaces, we are back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about why you have to stop placing your faith in these man-made items, in these crystals, in these evil eyes. My boy, the amount of people in this world that place their faith, their belief in these man-made objects, in these man-made items is actually insane. But why do so many people place their faith? Why do so many people believe in these man-made GMO goofy items? Well, my boy, it's pretty simple. The reason is because the enemy has made these items so that you could put your faith into the item, into these items, into these crystals, instead of putting your faith into Jesus. Like, why do you think there's so many people out there that are against these like crystal girls? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm pretty sure you've seen like a few memes talking about like how these girls will do anything if you just give them a crystal. You see, the reason why they have this thing for the crystals, the reason why these people are actually against these girls is because they are delusional. I mean, it's quite literally a delusion, because you are literally placing your belief, you're placing your faith into these items, and you think that this is gonna do something for you. Like, for example, I could literally go to McDonald's and like pick up a random pebble off the ground and believe it's gonna make me fly or give me like some superpowers. And if I put enough faith into this belief, into this item, it might as well be true. Like, you see, I'm wearing this cross right here, but I don't believe that this item is going to save me. No, obviously I believe, I have faith in Jesus, but the reason why I'm wearing this cross in the first place is because it represents a message. It actually represents the message, the Messiah, the messenger, right? Jesus, right? So obviously I'm gonna wear it, but I'm not telling myself that if I don't wear it, I'm not gonna believe in Jesus. No, my boy, like no item that you wear or no item that you buy is going to strengthen your relationship with Jesus. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. But the reason why I wear this cross is because it has a recognizable message behind it, because the cross actually has a meaning. But you see, if you were some like random person walking on the street and I see you wearing like a rainbow crystal on your neck, my boy, my first impression is, yo, this dude believes in unicorns and rainbow popsicles. Like I'm gonna keep it a bug. Like, that's what I think, because like, what does it actually mean? Like, this is literally a man-made crystal. Like, someone literally went into the earth, dug up this crystal, and put a meaning behind it. They labeled a meaning behind it, and suddenly you believe it? Like, what kind of relationship, what kind of belief is that? Now, I'm not gonna lie, there are people in my household that literally had like all these like evil eyes. There's like dream catchers in my kitchen and all that. I had to like rebuke that, you know what I'm saying, in Jesus' name, because I don't believe in all that like weird witchcraft, evil eye stuff. My boy, this is all literally just so you could place your belief, so that you could get distracted from the actual message, which is Jesus, which is God, which is what you're supposed to be putting your faith into. Or say, for example, I go out for a walk, because, you know, we got to start getting in that cardio. Like, if you're on the cut, you got to get that cardio. You got to start burning those calories. But anyways, so I go for this walk, right? And then suddenly like a random leaf just like falls out of the sky, and I'm like, ooh, this leaf looks different. Like, it has all these like weird colors, and I'm like, oh, maybe this is a sign of good luck. Maybe if I hold on to this leaf, it's gonna bring me good luck. My boy, you are basically putting your faith, your belief into a leaf. Like, what are you doing? Like, there's a million leaves in that tree that could fall out at any moment, and you could say the same exact thing. But no, this one is the one, because it has like these different colors. And you see, they make these crystals in these different colors. They literally like make all these items appealing so that you can actually put your faith in it. And like my boy Naruto Jaeger would say, believe it. When he says believe it, he is basically meaning that as long as you believe in him, or as long as you have a strong faith, a strong desire, a strong belief in someone or something, it's going to be manifested. It's like the law of attraction, my boy. Say you had a certain goal, right? Like I said this before in a previous video, I want to hit 100,000 subscribers. My boy, in order to manifest that goal even faster into reality, you basically have to take that feeling of hitting that 100,000 subscribers and put it into your life right now. Actually feel the feeling of having those 100,000 subscribers. That way you will actually do the actions in order to get up to that point. And then it says, for all who do these things are an abomination to the Lord, and because of these ambitions the Lord your God drives them out from before you. Basically meaning that God is not going to accept these people that are practicing this witchcraft, this false belief, and believing in these crystals. Like, oh, like people can say these crystals, they give good luck, they give superpowers. Like, my boy, I'm not gonna be friends with someone who actually believes in these like crystals, like puts their actual faith, their literal like life into these crystals, and says, oh, like it's gonna give me superpowers. Like, my boy, like if it was like a little kid like saying, oh, like this rainbow popsicle is gonna give me superpowers, then I mean, okay, like, you know, that's just their imagination. But my boy, if you're like an actual, like an adult, like if you know like what you're doing and you know you're placing your faith into this crystal that is supposedly supposed to cause you like some good luck, my boy, you goofy. Or a soothsayer, or one who interprets omens, or sorcerers, or one who conjures spells, or a medium, or a spiritist, or one who calls up the dead. For all who do these things are an abomination to the Lord. Basically meaning that when you do these like weird practices with these crystals, now I'm not saying like the crystals like themselves are like the actual evil object. Like, no, my boy, like God, he literally made these crystals. Like in the Bible, it literally talks about like how these crystals are like signs like of the rich and stuff like that, right? But you shall not be putting your faith into these crystals, because by doing this, you are basically practicing witchcraft. Now, for some stinky, goofy, dog doo-doo odd reason you're not convinced, here's another Bible verse. In Exodus chapter 7, verse 10, it literally says that Moses and Aaron went into Pharaoh, and they did so just like the Lord commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. You see, this rod that he was holding it, right? And as soon as he let go of it, as soon as he let go of this like materialistic item, it turned into a serpent. And in the Bible, the serpent basically represents evil. So these little like things that you believe is going to like do something for your life, you're putting your faith into these items, these things are actually evil. These things are actually from the enemy. And while still being on the same chapter, verse 12, it says, for every man threw down his rod, and it became a serpent. But Aaron's rod swallowed up all of their rods. You see, these rods, these materialistic things that these people were holding, as soon as they let go of them, it turned into these serpents. It turned into the things, the evil things of the enemy. And you see, a lot of people nowadays are wearing these crystals. They're wearing these evil eyes. Like they think it represents something like, oh, casting out demons, or oh, good luck. But my boy, this is literally a lie from the enemy. But there is a way that appears right to someone, but it actually leads them to death. You see, just because you think this thing is good doesn't actually mean it's good for you. My boy, I could give you a perfect example. For example, you know, when you watch these hub videos, and then you release, right? When you release, you feel good. Those few seconds of pleasure, it feels so good. But my boy, after that, you feel like shit. Because at the moment, you felt good. You felt doing it. But after, you felt really bad. Because you see, just because you feel good at the moment doesn't actually mean it's good for you. Because after that, you get that post-nut clarity. And after that, now you actually feel bad about yourself, because you literally just released to pixels on a screen. But we do not do that on this channel. Because on this channel, we rebuke the kingdom of darkness and embrace the kingdom of righteousness. Stay blessed, stay wealthy, and remember to keep surpassing your limits. And I'll see you guys in the next one.